Good morning, teacher. My name is Nelson Jaramillo, and I am going to talk about lesson plan 11. Verbs partners. This lesson plan was designed for students of second grades of baccalaureate which are elemental level of English. True. This lesson plan students will be able to first um, follow instructions, second interact some time, third recognize verb partners in present, and finally construct sentence with verb partners in present. The topic of this class is verb partners in present, and the methodologies that I will apply for this class are um, grammar translation method. Through it, the student have the opportunity to learn by translating the activities, writing the target language during the class. Um, Direct method, which encourage students to participate in class by asking same questions constantly and correct their mistakes immediately. TBL or task-based learning. This approach uses the task which activities in the target language. In the other hand, the strategy that I will be applied are whole class work, individual work, group work. To give them a prior knowledge about that students are going to see, I will start the class by showing students a chart with some verb partners present. Then I will write some sentences in the screen. Also, I will ask students to give more examples if they are wrong. And I will correct saying it's uh, it's often useful to point verb partners out to students that they are aware of time. Um, Before to start with the introductions of the verb partners, at first I will make a warm-up which helps to get students' minds focused on the lessons. In groups, they students must now come up with funny sentences that use but verbs correctly. Um, I will make it a little more challenging, but by putting a limit to time to time, I will give 1 point for grammatically. Correct sentence and bonus points to the terms with the finite statement. See a time limit based on the habit of the class. After the warm-up, I will play a video about verb partners, and students have to listen in the inter bedroom in science. Um, Videos help students retain more information, understand concepts more regularly, and are more enthusiastic about that they are learning. Um, let's go to watch a video, please.
Chocolate ecuatoriano, cubierto con fino chocolate ecuatoriano de exportación y pedazos crujientes.
6-minute grammar.
From bbclearningenglish.com. Hello, welcome to 6-Minute Grammar with me, Alice.
And me, Finn. Hello.
Today we're talking about verb patterns.
Yes, we're looking at what happens when we use two verbs together in English.
We'll be looking at 4 verb patterns, and there's a quiz at the end of the program, so listen carefully.
So, on with the show. Our first pattern is verb plus gerund.
A gerund is the ing form of verb. Words like seeing, complaining, and giving are all gerunds.
And here's Catherine. Hello.
Hello.
Hiya. To give us some examples of the pattern verb plus gerund. Catherine.
I really enjoyed seeing Rachel again last night. Jackie kept complaining, so I went home. Would you mind giving me a lift to the station?
Thanks, Catherine. So, we had the verb enjoy plus the gerund seeing.
We had keep plus complaining.
And the verb mind plus the gerund giving.
Good. Enjoy seeing, keep complaining, mind giving. Other verbs that can be followed by gerunds include finish, practice, suggest, and recommend.
Suggest. So I can say, I suggest keeping a list of verbs that take gerunds.
Very good. Good example.
Thank you.
Now, for the second pattern, verb plus infinitive. An infinitive is the word to plus a base verb. For example, to see, to drive, to study. Some examples, please, Catherine. I really want to see the football tonight. My brother's learning to drive. Mario's hoping to...
I can reproduce all because it's for the time, okay? I will go to the next part. 10. I will support this explanation by discussing some examples with different verbs. After that, I will show the table with each group of the verbs with respect to the verb partners. Provide examples of some common verbs that fall into these categories. The students and me, we check the examples and share them during the class. To end my teaching input part, we will conclude that class by reviewing the topic and assigning students where necessary. For the modeling part, I will show students a poster with a grammar. In addition, I will write on the screen the correct form to make sentence, verb partners, and review the grammar. For example, I for the subject, once for the verb, to buy for the infinitive, and a car for the complement. Next, I will ask students to give more examples, and also I will ask students to give more examples. I will take notes about their participation by writing the sentence on the screen. For guides, practice in order to determine whether or not the students have understood what I taught before proceeding. I will start by selecting 2 verbs from each verb partners category below and adding them to the screen. Mix them up and leave out their respective partners' information. Um, Bear more to infinitive hot files instead they are offer. Bear more ing about feel like finish sugar. Bear that take what similar means begin continue start. Verbs that take but different meaning stop reworked. Next, students will work in pairs to decide which partners category each verb belongs to and create and send using verb partner. Um, for example, Mark shops to pass all of these examples this year. These sentences have the verbs more to infinitive for independence practice as homework to improve students' understanding. Students has to complete the exercise of sentence with blank space. Students have to write the correct form of the verb in a worksheet. For the next class, they should have to compare their answer with a partner. Um, to evaluate students' progress. Students are a meaning to full a classmate with a list of personal statements contains verb partners. I will start by telling the students to make 6 sentences about their life using their verb partners. They have to learn in the present class. Three should be true and three false. Um, when they have finished, students should work in books which a partner who must make each one. Three or false. True or false, depending on the whether they think they um, they are true or not. Finally, they will return each other's books, correct sign, and give their partners a scores out of 6. After that, the students and me will have a discussion about the activity. Finally, for closing review and follow-up is empowers students will make oral thinking questions about the topic and reading already made in class. Uh, Teacher, I will send to students a homework in which they should apply their new learning knowledge. They will translate a piece of reading and they will files in the blanks, the missing words. To do this work, the teacher will give them in a worksheet. Thank you for your attention and the presentation of this class based on the verb patterns. Thanks a lot.